Hello, hello, and welcome. So today we have another fantastic story for you. In this one, now I grew up enjoying Robert Munsch books. He's one of the favorite authors for myself. So I'm really pleased today to get to read to you Robert Munsch and his story, Smelly Socks. Smelly Socks, that's right. Ooh. And it's illustrated by Michael Marchenko. That's right. Oh, look at it. I even see, oh, it's so smelly. I even see a skunk running away. I think this is going to be a really fun story. Smelly Socks. When Tina wanted new socks, her mom took her to the only store in town. This store only has black socks, said Tina. Can we please go across the river and get some really good socks? We can't drive right across the river because there's no bridge here, said Tina's mom. You know it is a long, long, long way to the only bridge. And besides, we don't have a car. So Tina went to her grandfather and said, can you please take me across the river in your boat? I want to buy some really good socks. The motor's not working on the boat, said her grandfather. Row! Row, said Tina, row! We can row. I will row and you can sit in the back of the boat. You will row? Said her grandfather. Yes, said Tina. Rowing is easy. Rowing is easy, huh? So Tina got in the boat and rowed slowly. Splash, splash, splash. And the boat went in circles. Swish, swish, swish. Tina rowed fast. Splash, 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 splash. And the boat went in fast circles. Swish, 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 swish. This boat has forgotten how to row, said Tina. Look at, see all those circles they're going in? Splash, splash, swish, swish. You sit in the back, and you know what? Tell me what to do, said her grandfather. So Tina sat in the back and told her grandfather how to row. And her grandfather rowed and rowed and rowed all the way across the river. Then they walked all the way through the town to the big sock store. There's Tina sitting in the back, telling grandfather, yep, how to row. At the store, Tina tried on socks that were too big, socks that were too small, socks that were too blue, and socks that were too pink. Tina tried on millions and millions of socks. Finally, she found a perfect pair of red, yellow, and green socks. Oh, they were perfect. Then, since it was almost time for dinner, Tina and her grandfather ran back to the boat. And this time the boat sort of remembered how to row. Tina rode round and round and round and round, and she still got to the other side. Ooh, look at those millions and millions of socks. Look at those nice red, green, and yellow socks that Tina found. And when they got back, Tina ran home and yelled, "Socks, socks, wonderful socks. These are the best socks I've ever seen in my life. Grandpa rode me all the way across the river to get these socks. I am never going to take these off." "Never?" said Tina's mother. "Never," said Tina. "Uh-oh." "Uh-oh," said Tina's mother. But look at her, she looks so happy. So happy with those socks. So Tina wore her socks for a long time. She wore them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She wore them for 10 whole days. Oh, can you smell them at home? 10 whole days of socks. Woo. Her mother said, "Tina, I know you love these socks. Just let me wash them, please. Let me wash them really quick. They will start to smell. Whew. They will start to smell if you don't get them washed." And you know what Tina said? "Socks, socks, wonderful socks. I am never going to take them off." After, Tina wore her socks for 10 more days. Yeah, those are some really smelly socks. She wore them for 10 days, and then she wore them for another 10 days. That makes 20 days. And the kids at school, they said, "Tina, oh, what is that smell?" They said, "Oh, Tina, what is that smell? Whew. Change your socks." And you know what Tina said? She said, "Socks, socks, wonderful socks. I am never going to take them off." And that's what she said. Well, after Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, wait a second, hold on, time out. We were at 10 days. Then we were at 10 more days, making it 20. Now we're adding another 10. My friends, that is 30 days of wearing those socks. Ew. Well, after 10 more days of wearing those socks, a whole flock of Canadian geese flew away and dropped right out of the sky from the smell. Can you imagine that? Here are these Canadian geese, they're flying, flap, 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 quack, 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 and then they fly over Tina's house and they smell those socks and they go, whoop, and they fall out of the sky. Whew. And you know what else? Not just the geese, two moose walked through her yard and fell over from the smell. Ducks, raccoons, and squirrels fell over when she walked to school. Look at all these animals. I don't think those are happy faces. I think, see those geese falling? I think her socks smell. Finally, even a skunk fell over from the smell. Tina's friends decided to do something. They all came over to her house and knocked on the door. They said, blam, 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 blam. And when Tina opened up the door, they grabbed her and they carried her to the river. And they held their noses and they took off her socks. They took them off. You could see it. You can see the big stink cloud, right? Some of the kids held Tina, and some of the kids washed her socks. Scrub, 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 scrub. All of the fish in the river floated up and acted like they were dead. I don't think they liked all that stink in their water. The kids washed some more. Scrub, 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 scrub. And all the beavers ran out of the river and went to live with Tina's grandfather. The kids, they didn't give up. They scrubbed even more. Scrub, 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 scrub. Far down the river, people said, how come the river smells like dirty socks? Look, you see, there's all the beavers coming to live with grandfather. I hope he's got enough food. Well, my friends, finally, finally the socks were clean. Oh, they were so clean. Wow, said Tina. They look nicer when they are clean. Wow, said Tina. They smell nicer when they're clean. Wow, said Tina. They feel nicer when they're clean. And Tina put on the socks and said, I am going to wear clean socks from now on. You know what, my friends? The beavers left her grandfather's house and they went back to the river. The Canada geese, they got up off the ground and they flew away. And the fish, well, they decided they were not so dead after all and jumped and splashed in the river. And Tina went to her mom and said, my socks are nice and clean. And I think it would be very nice if you took me to town to get a nice new red, yellow, and green shirt. And Tina's mom said, promise to wash it? No, said Tina. Tina said, no. If I wait long enough, the kids at school will wash it for me. And that, yeah, see, she says that, and then look at what happens. There's a bunch of hands throwing Tina into the river. There's even the little skunk. Well, my friends, thank you again. I'm so glad I got to read to you one of my favorite authors, Robert Munsch, and this has been Smelly Socks. And again, illustrations from Michael Marchenko. Thank you very much again. Again, this is Matthew coming from inside his classroom at the Early On. And I really hope that one day we get a chance for you to come in and experience all the amazing things that we have. But until then, I'm so happy I get to spend time and I get to bring you stories and I get to see you on Zoom. So thank you very much. Have a great day.